As you take a deep breath and let yourself relax, notice how effortlessly your mind begins to open and your body unwinds. You're already beginning to feel lighter, more at ease. And as you sink into this comfortable state, you might begin to notice that ideas, thoughts and concepts, they're beginning to settle in with ease and clarity. And with each breath you take, it becomes easier to access that natural state of calm, where you can explore new ways of thinking and feeling, all while staying completely in control. And as you listen to my words, allowing them to become a part of you, you'll begin to realize how powerful the simple act of awareness can be. Now consider how people, they'll always have different beliefs than you, and that's perfectly okay. It's part of what makes the world so wonderfully diverse. You may have noticed, sometimes there might be a moment when you feel frustrated because someone's belief is different from your own. And yet as you pause, you recognize you can choose something different. Instead of feeling angry or thinking you're better than them, or perhaps feeling intimidated by thinking they're somehow better than you, you can simply recognize we're all uniquely imperfect, and our beliefs, they're meaningful to us. And just by acknowledging this, you begin to relax into a space of understanding, of acceptance. You begin to notice how there was once a time when people with different beliefs, they could get along and find common ground. And as you recall this, you may notice you can find connection in the simplest of ways. You realize that you have the ability to echo, to match, to mirror, and to pace their reality. You can stay grounded in your own beliefs, while also being present with theirs. Seeing the connection rather than focusing on the differences. And the more that you do this, the easier it becomes. See that all is well. And you notice, instead of reacting emotionally, there's a new way. A way that feels empowering. A way where you don't need to argue or to fight. Instead you remember that to react emotionally is to lose. But to stay calm, to remain grounded, is to win. And as you begin to shift your focus, you start to ask yourself questions. Questions like the meta-model questions, looking for exceptions that exist in their beliefs. And as you find those exceptions, you realize it's all about pointing them out, not to argue, but to help others see that their belief system, while important to them, may not be as solid as they think. And as you do this with kindness, compassion and curiosity, you begin to notice how you can give new examples, gently reframing their beliefs with the sleight of mouth techniques. You introduce new ways of looking at things, new perspectives, new beliefs, without force or resistance, simply by providing new angles, new options. And as you speak these words, you feel that gentle shift in the room, as you introduce these new beliefs to their unconscious mind, allowing the shift to happen naturally, like a leaf in the wind gently floating into place. There's no rush, no pressure. It's all happening effortlessly, as you guide them towards understanding, towards growth, towards new ways of thinking. Now the perfect moment, when you sense that opening, you ask a question, a playful question, a question that disrupts their pattern just enough to invite curiosity, just enough to create a small shift. You notice how powerful it is to disrupt, to challenge, not in a negative way, but in a way that creates space for exploration, for new ideas, for deeper understanding. You realize it's all a game, a playful dance, a chance to ask questions, to guide, to offer new perspectives, in a way that feels effortless and fun. And the more you embrace this playful approach, the more you begin to enjoy it. The more you enjoy it, the easier it gets. The more you enjoy it, the better you get at it. And the better you get at it, the more fun it becomes. You start to realize there's no need to defend yourself, no need to feel attacked. You have the power to take your time, to ask questions, to guide the conversation with ease. And when people question your questioning, you simply ask more questions, calmly and confidently. And you notice how your questions, they interrupt their patterns, how you stay in control of the frame, all while feeling playful and at ease. And as you do this, you start to feel how light and free it is, how you no longer have to fear confrontation, because you've changed your perspective. You no longer see it as a battle, a struggle, or a fight. You see it as an opportunity to grow, to have fun, to learn, and to adapt. With each interaction, you gain more skill, more confidence, more enjoyment. Mistakes don't exist anymore. There's no failure, just feedback. And with this feedback, you adapt, you grow, you learn more. As you continue to get better and better in the best, easiest, and most natural way possible, you realize with every breath, with every word, the power is yours. As you embrace this new approach, you find you can step into any conversation, any situation, with calmness, confidence, and ease. And the more you embrace this, the more you find yourself enjoying it, because it's all part of the game of life. And you play it better every day, just by enjoying the process. With every step you take, you find yourself more and more at ease with who you are, knowing that your beliefs, they're valid, that your perspective is powerful, and you can always choose to grow, adapt, and enjoy the journey.